Thank you. I'm going to read some poetry. The first one is called On the Content Side. Upward, toward the surface of the page, there are two mountains. In between them, a road with a tree in the middle of it. The peaks are metaphors for lungs. That duality itself has wings singed by the ether's lack of air, flapping the fluttering lids of round eyes. Norths, so the one eastern sun can be inside moon entrance, the place Christ is seen rising above gravity. Still, the brutality of Western downwardness, the devil, whose first form beyond his content is his sex with Muse, the southern opening for sentence seeds to be planted, has its place. I mean, it's always seemed risky to move from inside the page, for the black letters to appear from within the white ocean, that breathing has an opening on the other side of form. The problem with mind is that it doesn't exclude anything. Only breath can be touched by the syllable's open spirit. These forms are exact reflections, echoes of the content side. That's where death is. Seeing it is bad for business. Thanks. This one's called An Elegy for Paul from the Locked Unit. Paul has been made obedient by medication. This morning, much the same as every morning, he challenged, as though it was a timeless duty, the results of his diagnosis, and following the peaceful impulses of his heart made us laugh, telling jokes in the smoking room and creating, for me, poetry, spontaneous, joyful, and lucid, about playing baseball as a boy in the sunlight. Though he's barely 30, we were all children to him. He took care of us. Now, ordered to get a clean shirt, he wraps a bed sheet around his torso and walks across the gray carpet with a broad smile, drooling like an infant, eyes glazed and drained of dignity. Thanks. This one's called Cigarettes and Coffee. The demon comes back when it rains on the deck outside. The birds are still quiet, so I listen to the red-hot tobacco burn away the paper until the butt chars to a golden brown. Long gray ash, fragile and untouched. I gently poke it, watch it collapse into the ashtray, rub thumb and forefinger together until there's a fine powder. There is a light directly behind your head. When you die, there will continue to be a light. A few chirps as the rain lets up. It's rained every day for a week. It scares me to surrender to whatever guides me, to be gone forever. Thanks. And this last poem is called Meditation. Nature is silent so as to compel the movement of the sun that all morning was time. Now distances, the plush, moss-covered rocks and black trees are dependent upon each drop of rain, brightening the contrasts between the colorless sky and lime-colored leaves. Rebirth is because of separation from nature, silent so as to constellate breath, concentration, and renewal of the trail, indistinct from rising steam, shadows of swamp bushes, and the buzz of mosquitoes. Each step, boots streaked with dew, ahead of the last, gone. A sudden clearing, a coating of twigs on the ground, pine trees creaking. Nature is silent, so as to make a pure sacrifice into the creation of sound, flowing. Gray dust, cooling, surrounded by charred stones. Thanks very much, I appreciate it.